I have had some monumental mess ups in my career in public speaking. I presented with an accidental black marker pen moustache on my face, and in the highlight of my career, I passed out on stage and had to be taken to hospital. Now, they say that comedy is just tragedy plus time, but these things were just not funny to me at the time, even though I can laugh about them now. The memories of them just kept resurfacing, and I had a lot of anxiety, I had panic attacks and huge imposter syndrome. Now, this would normally happen around 4 a.m. when I had a big presentation to do the next day. And if you've ever had that 4 a.m. fear, you know what it feels like. It's just screws your insides so tight together. So I wanted to do a video today to help anyone who has this 4 a.m. fear before a presentation, an interview or a big sales meeting, just to help them, give them a technique that I've found has worked for me, and I hope that it works for you to find a little bit more peace and calm. So there are 3 things to consider when you are having this feeling inside, the 4 a.m. fear. The first one is to stop blocking. Now, most of the time we start to feel this negative feeling and we want to push it away. We want to hide it. We've been told not to feel our feelings and we push them away and we bury them. But the problem is this is just a plaster over something that's quite deep rooted and it doesn't help. So instead, notice that you're blocking it. Notice what's triggered you. Why are you feeling this? What have you been thinking about? And what are you blocking? The next thing, and this is the big thing, number 2, is to feel the feeling. Okay, now this is probably going to be quite scary as you go through it, because you don't want to feel this feeling. It's the reason you've been blocking it probably for years and years. But let yourself feel the emotion. Now, emotions only actually last 90 seconds. So if you can deal with it for 90 seconds, then you will notice that it starts to fade after the initial wave. It will get more intense and then it will go. So feel the feeling. Just don't let it, don't block it. Just breathe really deeply and experience the feeling, the negative feeling that you're trying to push away. After maybe 45 seconds, it'll start to fade and then it'll disappear. So welcome this feeling. You know, this feeling you've created to protect yourself from something. So welcome it in and let yourself experience it in its fullest, and then it will fade. The third thing to do then is to listen to what comes up. So you'll start to, you may suddenly have the presence to understand what this feeling is all about. And you can start to work your way through it. So what does it bring up? Have a think about it. You may even find answers to your worries. If you start to feel this negative feeling bubbling up again, welcome it and keep riding the waves. And slowly this negative feeling, if you let it feel in its fullest, will start to go, and you'll start to feel a lot more calm. And you might even be able to get a little bit of sleep. So guys, this week's habit, if you experience the 4 a.m. fear, is to feel the feeling. Notice the situation, feel that you're blocking, feel the feeling, welcome it in, and then listen to what comes up and try and find some answers. I'm going to be doing this habit this week whenever I'm feeling stressed or anxious. So if you are going to, then please let me know in the comments box below. And I really hope that we together can find more calmness, more inner peace, and more confidence.